I'm Danny Martinez. I'm 25 years old. I'm going to be making my pro MMA debut June 22nd, Combate Global, Miami, Florida. This is my first time fighting out there. Actually, I've fought most of my career out here in California, but I feel like the competition out here in California is higher than anywhere else. Because we're one of the only states that have actual commission for amateurs, so we actually have a sanctioning body who set up the best of the best, you know, so we definitely have higher ranked guys out here. And plus, all the OGs and the legends of the game are out here, so yeah, it definitely makes a difference. Definitely Conor McGregor was a huge influence for me growing up. Well, when I started fighting, seeing him and seeing what he's able to do, just being confident and believing in himself is great. Mike Tyson, I've been a Mike Tyson fan, Muhammad Ali, a bunch of great fighters. I've been a fan of the sport for many years, so there's definitely a lot of people who play a role in my journey. I definitely want to be, my goal is to be the #1 pound-for-pound fighter in the world. I've always told myself that I'm going to be Coach Franklin Geary and Coach Jay Pento's first world champion, and I plan on keeping my word on that. He's meant a lot to me. He's actually a big part in my life, more than just fighting. He's actually been there for me in ways that a lot of people wouldn't be there for someone. He's more definitely like a father figure. I love my dad and everything, but he's definitely been another father figure role who's definitely had a huge impact in my life, and I really don't think I would be here if it wasn't for him. I would probably be dead or in jail, for sure. I come from Ontario, California. I grew up pretty much my whole life out there. My parents are right here from Fontana, so I kind of was like back and forth for a little bit, but my grandma's always lived in the same area. We definitely didn't have it like the worst in the world, you know, but we definitely didn't have it the best, you know. A lot of times we went without, a lot of times we weren't able to get certain things, you know, a lot of times that we struggled, you know. Growing up in that area, you get involved with certain things, you know, which actually led me to fighting, because by the time I was like 14, 15, I was already deep in the streets, you know, I was getting into it all the time, so I needed to develop a skill that's gonna help me defend myself. So when I first started, my goal wasn't even to be a fighter, you know, it just kind of like, I started off defending myself, and then I grew a passion for it. And then before you know it, my goal, like from when I was 16, I want to be the best in the world, and that's what I'm aiming for. For a long time, actually, I've had many people tell me that I have strong leadership qualities, that I have a powerful character, you know, and that I'm able to do a lot of good, you know. But being young, coming from where I come from, you know, that your judgment to get clouded, you know. So a lot of times I didn't want to be that, you know. I didn't want to be that leader. I didn't want to be that role model for these people, for nobody really. Like, I just wanted to do my thing and everyone leave me alone, you know. And then actually just recently, like, I've started to realize whether I want to or not, I am a leader, and I do have a big impact on a lot of people. I have a lot of students. I have a lot of kids that come up to me like that who are fans of my career, and there's a lot of things that happen that I realize whether I want to be or not, I am a leader and I do make an impact, you know, so I might as well take advantage of that and spread the right message versus out here promoting nonsense, you know. First of all, I would always say put God first. I wouldn't be able to do any of this if it wasn't for him. Secondly, discipline, hard work. Nothing separates anybody, you know, like we're all created equal. No world champion is better than another world champion when they're born, you know, like everybody has to put in that work, that time, and earn what you're given, you know. So I just feel that if you put in the work, you stay dedicated, you stay disciplined, it's gonna come to you, you know. When I was young, like my mom was always working, my dad was like doing his own thing, you know, so we were always at my grandma's, living with my grandma, doing all types of stuff, you know, like, so I was running around young, like 12, 13, you know, so by the time I was like 15, 16, I had already seen a lot, you know, and when I would come to the gym, exactly like how you said, it was my escape, you know, it's different. These people love you in a different type of way, you know, like I was out in the streets looking for a different type of love, you know, like I was out trying to cause trouble, out doing the most, you know, and anybody that knows me will tell you, like, I was probably like one of the worst of the worst, you know, like, but being here is different, like having this energy, and then especially just Coach, his aura like spreads, you know, you can't help but want to be better around him, you know, because he strives so much on trying to be better himself, you know, so he leads by example, you know, so I just want to lead by example in the same way that he does for me, for someone else. There's so much more than just me that is banking on me, you know, like this is deeper than just me. I have so many hundreds, thousands of people that want me to do good, you know, like that want to see me succeed, you know, and I just want to succeed for them so they can see it's possible, so they can see that no matter what you come from, what little neighborhood you come from, no matter what you were involved with, what you did in your past, if you really commit yourself and really focus on what you need to do, anything is possible. And that's my main goal, for a kid like me when I was young and I didn't have no one to look to and I was confused and I was lost and I was looking for it in the streets, you know? And I didn't have no one that looked like me, you know? Like I didn't have nobody who I could look to and be like, man, that dude kind of comes from what I come from, you know? Then I'm hoping I could be that for someone else. They could look at me and be like, hey, like he might look a certain type of way, he might come from a certain type of background, but he did what he was supposed to do and now he's doing greater things, you know? I just want to thank everybody for the continued support. I appreciate it wholeheartedly. It's been an amazing journey and this is just the beginning. June 22nd, I'm coming to kill whoever they put in front of me. Let's do it.